inside. Someone wants to get on the inside, or someone is on the inside. Something could be an inside job. Someone you didn't expect. That's interesting. Someone's not grounded. Okay. Barefoot. Someone doesn't know how to get grounded. They're not grounded. They need to get grounded. Something is off. Something is odd. There's something that is just not adding up. And that is because something is an inside job with something that happened. There were many people who may have needed to get grounded or don't know how to ground themselves, or you may have thought many people were involved, but there could be a single person or fewer people than you think that are really behind something. People who live in glass houses should not throw stones. True story. True story. But there could be a multitude of people. There could be many people that need to get grounded, but it may not be as many as you think. There's probably more likely the scenario of a smaller group or a fewer amount of people that are involved in something that happened to you. Strike while the iron is hot. So someone who's living in a glass house is trying to do something, gearing up to take some sort of action. They think it's the right time to do something. One man's trash is another man's treasure. But while this group, or this, whoever these people are attempting to strike and take some sort of action that they hope will hurt another person in one way or another, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever the case. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So someone could be single on their own, and that could be why a group of people thought that now would be the time to strike. But somebody has taken a liking, someone has taken a liking to someone here. And so someone is receiving some sort of unexpected help, because someone does value this person as a treasure. It could be a whole separate group of people that value this person or you as a treasure. And so they want to help you out. But whoever these people are that were trying to do something to you, and they thought now was the most opportune time to take some sort of action, they shouldn't have done it, because they live in a glass house. So whatever glass house they live in, it's going to come shattering down around them. Whatever secrets they're keeping hidden in their closet, whatever skeletons they're trying to keep from getting out, they could be being exposed. The face you make while people are singing happy birthday to you. So, these are people who may be closer to you than you think. People that would be in your immediate family circle. Okay, so family could be significant here. People that you wouldn't necessarily suspect that would be against you. Or maybe you do, but I feel like for the most part, these would be people that you wouldn't normally suspect as being the people who are trying to sabotage you, basically. When you're not in a relationship, but having relationship problems in the reverse, and when your outfit's on point, but your date cancels on you at the last minute. So someone could have ghosted you, or you ghosted somebody. Someone that you were in a relationship with, marriage, it could have been just dating, it could have been serious. That person is connected to this group of people, possibly your family members or people that are close to you, and maybe you didn't necessarily suspect or expect them to still be a part of your life or in your business. Maybe you thought something was over and done with, that something would be laid to rest. Someone's about to make a slick, bold move, and they really shouldn't be doing this. Whatever this person or this group of people are trying to do, they really should have thought twice before doing something. Mowing the lawn, Boy Scout, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and brushing your teeth. So, you're a good person. You take care of your responsibilities, you mow the yard, you clean your house, you honor the laws, you obey the laws, Boy Scout. You're the outcast, though, with Rudolph being here, brushing your teeth. Like, you're taking care of yourself. You take care of yourself, but you're the outcast, and maybe it's because you take care of yourself that these people, hate you. It's like your light literally irritates their demons. Because you're out of this world. Astronaut, church bells, monkey bars, pin the tail on the donkey. There's going to be a reason to celebrate, because someone sees you as out of this world. With church bells, Religion could be significant, but I'm also hearing wedding bells. And a celebration with pin the tail on the donkey. Something about someone's birthday could be significant. That's usually when you play pin the tail on the donkey. So there could be something significant about someone's birthday coming up, and getting engaged. Maybe somebody wanted to be married by a certain age or something like that. And they see you as the end all be all. Like someone really does see you as like their 10 of cups, with one man's trash is another man's treasure. Flying fish, dragonfly crowns, and sumo wrestling. So someone may think that something may be impossible for them to do or have a new beginning. You may have thought that a new beginning was going to be impossible for you. Maybe because somebody was childish. So, or you view them as childish or immature. So someone may think that this union may not be possible because either they viewed you as immature or you view them as possibly immature. Saxophone, robot, bacon and eggs, and blackberry. Music could be significant. Robotics, like unemotional, could be significant. Breakfast could be significant. Blackberry. So technology, AI is significant. With music, someone could be spying or watching you using technology or AI. Them or you could value breakfast. Like that could really be significant here. There's something significant about breakfast or the morning time. Maybe you're going to receive some sort of communication through technology from this person, or they send you some sort of communication like in the morning time. Goosebumps, quarterback, computer game, and false teeth. So someone has goosebumps. Someone is nervous. They're scared. Maybe because you're so chill. You're like the MVP. Computer is definitely significant with the AI here, and false teeth. So somebody could be older, or somebody could have actual false teeth. I know you don't have to be significantly older to have false teeth. You know, there's multiple reasons why someone would have false teeth, but there's a reason here why someone would have false teeth, and I feel like there could be like an age difference, or someone could be older. Maybe you both have false teeth. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that. But someone here didn't get a new start, a new beginning. The Fools and the Reverse. Somebody may have been expecting to get a new start or a new beginning, and they're not going to get it. Somebody may have expected to have the slate wiped clean when it came to them and you. Maybe they thought if they caused enough drama for you that you would give them the opportunity to have a clean slate, a new start with them. So this would be someone who's like throwing rocks, hiding hands, getting a group together to like make your life a living hell. So you feel like maybe you don't have any other options, but you do have options. Someone's experiencing some bad luck here with the Wheel of Fortune. So someone's not getting a clean slate, a new start. They had a decision to make with the Wheel of Fortune here, and they made a bad decision. So they're on the wrong side of the Wheel of Fortune. When it comes to having a clean slate, a new start, they couldn't just be honest with you, but we have a Two of Cups situation. So someone made a bad choice regarding a third-party situation. Whether it was working with another group or cheating on you, that this person's a gold digger, King of Pentacles, they're not good with money. They could have taken a huge, significant financial loss because they were juggling. So there's a masculine energy here that was juggling, and it was another person or group of people, and they shouldn't have thrown rocks. They shouldn't have tried to sabotage you. Whether this is a relationship or business or your money. This King of Pentacles was working with another person, partnering up with another person, and you're coming up as the High Priestess, High Priest, High Priestess, and then we have an Emperor here and a financial imbalance. So whatever this person did, whatever this King of Pentacles did, they caused a financial imbalance, or they were trying to cause one for you, but it ended up backfiring on them. That return to sender hit hard. But now there's a Two of Cups situation where an Emperor wants to come towards this High Priestess and come into union with them with the Two of Cups situation. The problem is someone is in despair over someone else's financial stability. So while their finances are taking a hit, and while they were trying to affect your finances, you're more stable than they expected. You're on point. You're on fleek. Maybe they thought you were bad with managing money, but that's not the case. They wanted you to take a huge loss, but you're good at saving money, spending money. You don't spend frivolously on shit you don't need, especially during these times where everything's like the price is skyrocketing. I feel like you're very, I want to say frugal. So you could be very frugal. You could shop at thrift stores. Thrift stores could be significant. Antiquing could be significant as well. Someone was at a crossroads. Someone had a decision to make, and they chose to rush in with some lies and bullshit. Okay, so someone had a decision to make, and that could have been when they had the opportunity to be with you, and they could have lied about a third-party situation, or working with this group of people. You could have given them the opportunity to speak the truth and make amends, and they chose to lie and stay in their toxic behavior, which is why you would view them as immature, low vibrational. And they brought themselves under judgment for this, because judgment was called accordingly. When they lied to you, they lied to your face. You knew they were lying. You knew they were, it's like they could have been trying to gaslight you, and you knew it. Even if you didn't say it, you knew it. Like, you knew this person was lying to you, and you gave them the opportunity to make things right and speak a truth, and they chose not to. So you called judgment on their ass. You're like, all right, if that's the way you want to play it, let's go. Like, it's over. 10 of Cups in the reverse. This person, you don't see them as your 10 of Cups. They're not your happiness. Judgment has been called on them. And whatever 10 of Cups situation they saw happening with you, they ruined that by lying to you. Yeah, that's the challenge here, is you've been awakened. The missing piece of the puzzle, someone was juggling, and you're not stupid. And you could also know that this person may have suffered financially, and something has been put to a dead stop. Whatever 10 of Cups, whatever possibilities of a future that this person thought that they had with you, they kind of ruined it for themselves. Queen of Cups in the reverse. So you could be the Queen of Cups. You could have put a stop to this. If you're the Queen of Cups, this could have been what happened, is you put a stop to this 10 of Cups, this happiness, because there was no happiness for you, because somebody was lying to you, and you don't deal with liars. If you're high vibrational, if you've healed, you've gone through, the shadow work, whatever it is you need to do to get balance within yourself, you're grounded. This person is not. So they really did blow it with you. And maybe you were with this person and they saw that you've gone through a breakup. Maybe you recently became single or something. So someone's like, okay, now I'm going to shoot my shot. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Now that they're single again, now I can take a chance and ask them out. Maybe they won't turn me down. There's a lot of talk and gossip going on. There could be a meeting taking place, a group of people meeting about a house. There's a lot of talk and gossip going on about a house. So someone may be moving, relocating. You may be trying to figure out where you're going to go, what you're going to do, or this other person could, this masculine could. But there's a group of people here that's surrounding a home. This could have to do with a shady-ass landlord, a realtor situation, because some sort of communication was made. So there was some sort of communication that someone either came across, intercepted, someone could have been spying, eavesdropping, and there's a lot of talk going on surrounding this house situation. There could have been calls from, or made to, like the local law enforcement, stuff like that. And that's why they're not getting this clean slate, because of whatever communication that they've been making or that they made. So there's some sort of evidence. So something's being laid to rest regarding a house, because there was a message based on lies and bullshit. So if this person lied to you, lied to the community, lied to the court, they're going to have to face the consequences for that. With the Page of Swords, they sent a message and it was lies and bullshit. And you're innocent. But they did this to create barriers for you, and someone's watching, spying, and there's an investigation, and there's a death rebirth. Something is going to be transformative for someone who's in the upright here. This person was coward, weak. They cared about financial stability. That gold digger energy, someone only cared about money. And they were willing to do anything and everything to get this money. That's their weakness. That's a problem. They created barriers for you, and they tried to make it look like you were a gold digger, but you're not. You're very frugal. You're very good with your money, saving money, spending money. This person, that is their weakness. Money is literally their kryptonite. And so they created illusions surrounding your financial stability, and they created illusions surrounding their financial stability, so it looked like they were the stable one, but that was not the case. So maybe they dress nice, maybe they have nice things, but they don't want to work for it, and they probably get it underhandedly by stealing, ripping people off, and lying. So lying, cheating, stealing, like making people view badly about someone, like narcissistic energy. Like if someone doesn't agree with them, this is the kind of person that would attack them, like attack another person or threaten them. Yeah, someone got left out in the cold because they rushed in with some lies and bullshit, and you're strong. You have the courage, strength, and perseverance to get through something. Now someone sees you as the Ten of Cups only because you have financial stability and security, the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm a little hesitant about this. If this is the same person that left you out in the cold for somebody else, for a third party, or you left them out in the cold because they were dealing with a third party, someone was lying and they were full of shit. And now someone's like, oh, you're strong, you're courageous, look, you're my happiness, and look at all that money you have, you're so great with your money, and I don't have any, wouldn't we be great together? Fuck no. I mean, it could be somebody else, you know, if someone else other than, you know, the King of Pentacles in the reverse comes out, that could be a possibility. But it could also be the same person. Yeah, someone didn't want to work hard. Their hard work did not pay off because they're lazy. They don't want to work. They lied. They worked really, really hard to create bullshit stories about you and how you were bad with money, how you're just so broke. Maybe that's why the relationship ended. Like, this person was all about dragging you through the mud, especially when it came to money. And they could have also been looking for a sugar mama, sugar daddy to take care of them. But their hard work did not pay off. It's not going to pay off because their whole thing is surrounded by lies. Like, everything that they did, there was talk, gossip. They thought they were going to get some sort of award recognition. Like, oh yes, we've got them. We got this person cornered. We're going to take everything they have. But balance is being restored and justice. And there's communication coming. And this could be from the court, from an investigator. There's going to be some sort of communication or information that's going to help bring justice and balance to the situation. Because someone's illusions that they created, you were connected to this person. This could have been a risky commitment, a karmic partner in one way or another. And this person took every chance they got to stick a sword in your back with the Four of Swords. This person would do anything and everything to hurt you because you chose not to be with them. And even more so, if they found out you had money coming to you, oh my God, those swords, like, they were gathering them up. Whatever stones they could gather up, whatever they could get to hurt you, to harm you. But at the same time, now that you have this financial security and stability, and they see how good you're doing for yourself, how well you're doing for yourself, now this person wants to come back. Okay. Yeah. I'd be scared to approach your ass too if I were them. Because they have no reason to. Not after all they did to you. You healed. Three of Swords, you had to heal from this. You're either healing or you already healed and you've moved on with your life. And that's what's helping bring this balance and justice to you. Because maybe somebody thought that you don't have the ability to heal or to heal yourself. Maybe somebody thought you were still in your emotions, that you could be easily manipulated. They're going off old information. Someone's all in their feelings and emotions about this because you healed. Four of Cups, someone is really upset about how you healed because they can't manipulate you and they can't use you for money. Seven of Pentacles, whatever seeds they planted, it didn't grow for them. It didn't work out the way they thought it was going to. If they thought they were going to get you to pay them some sort of money, like child support, alimony, whatever the case, whatever the situation, it could have been an illegal proceeding, whatever the case, they thought if they traveled towards you, they were going to get some money with the Seven of Pentacles. So they planted seeds with this Queen of Cups here and made an offer to the Queen of Cups, but it was all based on money. Like, that's all they cared about. So someone tried to make you an offer. They came towards you, the Queen of Cups, with an offer, but it was all based on money and finances. There was no love behind this. And come to find out, you're not one to be fucking fucked with. The Hierophant. You're the Hierophant, and this King of Pentacles wants to come towards you. And it could also be that this King of Pentacles is a false teacher, preacher, prophet, because even though it's in the upright, that doesn't mean they're in the upright. You are either the official person or they're an unofficial person that's all in their emotions, because you don't have fond memories of this person because they had you in a competition with somebody else. They had you competing with someone else for their love and affection, and it's being brought to light. Something is being exposed, and now they want to make amends, okay? They were fucking around with the Queen of Swords. They had you in a third party. They had the Queen of Cups and a third party with the Queen of Swords, and now they want to come and clean up this betrayal and make things right with you, but they did too much. They cannot be an official person. They're a false person, okay? This is like your false twin flame, someone who's trying to mirror you, copy you. Maybe you both had spiritual gifts at one time. This person could have lost them. They could be losing them. because they took advantage of a Queen of Cups. They juggled someone who does things from a heart space of love, someone who's loving, caring, and compassionate, and juggled that person with a cold-hearted ass Queen of Swords, someone who's just as bad as they are, someone who's willing to do anything and everything. It's like they're ice cold. There's nothing there. They're very unemotional. And this King of Pentacles only cares about money, so they travel towards this Queen of Cups because this Queen of Cups might have had a buck or two, but they wouldn't let go of the Queen of Swords. So this King of Pentacles is just a gold digger ass mother lover. But before I get into that, I am going to dig into this just a little. I wasn't gonna, but I'm going to dig just a little deeper here. Yep, someone was not someone's wish fulfillment. Someone's deepest desires and wishes didn't come true, and someone's going on to a safe place. They're going to have a safe place. They have a safe place. So if they wanted you to be kicked out on the street and broken, they wanted to take everything you had while they were living high off the hog, so to speak, that shit's over. Their wishes are not getting fulfilled. You have offers coming to you, and this person has secrets that they don't want exposed with a moon card. This person's deepest desires and wishes did not get met with that Queen of Swords that they were screwing around on the Queen of Cups with. It did not work out. But someone has a safe place to go and multiple offers, and someone really does not like that. Because there's someone here who does see this person as a Ten of Cups, and that is what this person is waiting for. This Queen of Cups deserves this Ten of Cups, and they're not just going to accept any offer. That's a problem for the King of Pentacles, especially when they put this person in a third-party situation. Someone's pissed that they got on the wrong path, or they couldn't take someone else off their path. They could have used religion to do this. They could have used manipulative tactics, emotionally manipulative tactics. But at the end of the day, the only thing they really cared about was money. That's just plain and simple. This person was on the wrong path, and, you know, they're going to be pissed off. They're going to end up not so happy. They're pissed off because they chose the wrong person. And, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but, you know, it's sad to say. It happened. And the problem is this Queen of Cups is a high priestess, a hierophant. This Queen of Cups knew that this person was lying straight to their face and let them lie. Might not have even called them out on their bullshit. I feel like you didn't even say a word. You just let them keep talking. You just said, okay, that's how you want to be. All right, fine, bye. Now, some of you didn't just walk away that easy. I mean, some of you had a few words to say. I'm not going to say everyone didn't have something to say, because I feel like some of you let them have it. You know, you could have called them out on their bullshit. There is a sibling that's involved in this. Your brother or sister was involved in this as well. I told you there's something significant about your family. Was hiding their true personality. Thank God I'm an atheist. They could have been suffering in silence. They could have been under the influence of drugs and alcohol. So your sibling could have been jealous of you, or it could have been your sibling that this person was fucking. And now they're trying to keep it. Yeah. Someone's ex-spouse is involved, and they're projecting. And this person could be a religious figure. So of course they don't want people to know what they've done, and they racked up some spiritual karmic debt. But you know what? Everything is all in divine timing. Everything is all in divine timing. And that's what this person failed to realize, because this person is part of like a religious group, organization, cult. They may not even believe in spirituality. And this person snapped. They lost control because you spoke the truth. You need to speak the truth. You did speak the truth. And this person lost their ever-loving mind. You called them out on their bullshit. Maybe not even to their face, but maybe if someone asked you about it, like, why would you cover? Why would you lie for this person? So if someone came to you and asked you, like, hey, you know, your ex-husband or your ex-wife, like, so whatever happened with you guys? And then you told the truth, and this person's jaw dropped, and they're like, what? That's not the story I heard. Okay, well, go clean your ears out and hear it again, because let me put this on repeat for you. This is what happened. You spoke the truth. They owe you money. They owe you money. And they were deceiving themselves by thinking they were going to get it. So maybe they feel like you owe them money, and they were deceiving themselves thinking that they were entitled to your money, whatever it is. Whatever you worked hard for. So someone's busy multitasking. And this could be you. You have a lot of shit to do. slept with someone you don't know. They wanted you to think that they were sleeping with someone that you don't know, so that you would know that they were sleeping with your sibling. That's the energy I'm getting. Like this gold digger, I'm telling you, this gold digger, they're gaslighting the fuck out of you. Gold digger, gaslighting. I don't want you. You don't want to be with this person. You know they're gaslighting you. You know that they only want money. A cord cutting is needed. If you have not already, you need to. And you may just need to even speak the words. I've seen some where people use candles and twine and stuff like that. Whatever, however you do the cord cutting. Visualize it, speak it, say it, do the motion, whatever you need to do. A cord cutting is needed if you have not already. Because someone has a lover, okay? Someone has a lover situation, or you need to do a cord cutting, even if this is not your ex or something, whoever this is that you're connected to, or their lover did a cord cutting. Someone doesn't want to be with this person. So they could have ended up hooking up with that Queen of Swords, and they're cold-hearted, unemotional. They could have done a cord cutting on their ass. Their own lover could have done it on them, and they could have been like, dude, I don't even want you anymore. Like, what? You don't have anything to offer me. Because while this dude's a gold digger, the Queen of Swords is an ice queen. Like, if they didn't get something out of it, maybe they were a gold digger too. I don't know, two low vibrational people who got what they deserved, pretty much. So, someone got ghosted. Q, R, S, or T could be significant, and May with a Gemini. So those could be significant here. I'm just hearing they didn't see it coming. They did not see this coming. Someone really does not see something coming. Maybe you do, but they don't. Especially if you're a seer. Someone was a dime a dozen. So common, so cheap. Common thief. Common gold digger. Common ice queen. Whatever the case. Someone was a dime a dozen. They were not anything special. Or they chose someone who was not special over someone who actually is special. You know what I'm saying? Like the Queen of Cups, you're very gifted, talented. If you're a divine being, if you're the High Priestess, you have some sort of gifts. You have some sort of talents here. Especially in the spiritual world. Whatever connection, whatever it is that you subscribe to. We don't have to get into all that, to each their own. But the person that they chose over you is nothing. Like, they're a wannabe High Priestess, but they're not. But here's the thing. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords could have been mirroring each other almost like a twin flame connection. And this is where it's going to get kind of crazy. So, like, instead of the Divine Femme actually mirroring the Divine Masculine, what is happening is the Divine Femme and the Karmic Femme are actually mirroring each other. And that is really weird and crazy, but that's what I see happening. Is the two feminine energies are mirroring each other, not the feminine and the masculine. So, I don't know how that works out, but Pisces is significant. Leo, Aries, Sag, fire sign could be significant. And a Tuesday could be significant. But yeah, I feel like the good and the bad, like the good and the bad twin, like the good twin, the evil twin, it's the true twin and the false twin are actually mirroring each other, but it's actually the two feminines. It's the Divine Femme and the Karmic Femme that are mirroring each other's experiences, not the Divine Femme and the Divine Masculine, which is just throwing everything off. Because if anyone subscribes to like the Karmics, the twin flame connection, the soul connections, whatever, it's different than how it normally is. Okay. And someone didn't see this coming, but they're starting to realize it. Like if this is a masculine energy, the masculine realized that they ended up with this cold-hearted ice queen that can't compete with the Queen of Cups, but yet this person is noticing that they're mirroring each other's experiences. So say the divine feminine's car broke down, and then the karmic femme's car broke down. Like, if someone lost their job, the other female lost their job. But, of course, the Queen of Swords has the masculine there to help them out, but then the Divine Femmes over here by themselves, like, fighting all these battles on their own. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot. But it's crazy because it's actually the two females that are mirroring each other in this situation. So pay attention to that. That is going to be significant for someone. Especially if this is your message. So, like, if you have an ex or someone that you're connected to and they're dealing with you and a third party, see if you're mirroring each other's experiences. Especially, like, and it could be two masculines as well. I'm just saying, like, the two feminines came out. the two feminine energies, and it can be masculines as well. So that means nothing. If it's your message, it's your message. But pay attention. You know, if you're a female juggling two males, are the two males mirroring each other's experiences? Who are you supporting? Which one's the real? Which one's the fake? Did you fuck up? Just saying. Something was never about love. And someone's got the kiss of death, because against all odds, of course, Divine Femme's going to come out on top every fucking time. And someone's hitting the panic button over this. They're like, no, I did everything to destroy this person. They can't come out on top. Someone snapped and lost their temper, lost their head, because against all odds, someone loved and lost a real one. They really did lose a real one. And someone did not get their happily ever after because they had someone thrown in jail, or they're going to end up in jail. You know, because they judged a book by its cover. This was not the real deal. This karmic either went to jail or had the divine counterpart, like the masculine energy, thrown in jail, and they did not get a happily ever after. You know, they judged a book by its cover and they thought they had the real one, and that's not the case here at all. It's really sad here. Capricorn could be significant, and time is of the essence. Something needs to happen with a quickness, or someone's going to lose someone forever. Because you know what? An eye for an eye. This person was spinning their wheels, being shady and underhanded, and it was someone that could have been close to you. It could have been your own sister. It could have been your own sibling that is involved in this as well. Someone's pissed off. Someone's going to be pissed off, a Virgo. Because once bitten, twice shy. You've already been hurt by a Virgo before, for some of you. And so, you know, if they're just in it for the money, if they're just in it to be a gold digger, you're not interested. And they're pissed off because you're hesitant. Like, you didn't just automatically jump into something with this person. And they were not expecting that. They were going off old information. If this was someone from your past, they were going off the old shit. They don't know the new you. They didn't care to know the new you. They just know you have dollar signs, and they saw dollar signs. Yeah, someone missed the boat, because there's ugly as sin. Someone's as ugly as sin. They're either are an Aries, or they did this to an Aries, and this is broken. This is over. So we have Aries and Pisces that's significant here. So March is definitely significant. There's a broken record, a broken cycle. Someone could have healed, broke some sort of trauma cycle or karmic cycle, and this person didn't see it coming. They did not expect it. They didn't expect you to see the writing on the wall. They wanted you to just see them as a long lost love, but you learned your lessons. You're not stupid. You learned your lessons. It doesn't matter how long you've known this person or how long you've known anyone. You learn your lessons. It can also be a long lost love saying that they've learned their lessons. Like, I love you. Don't you know we belong together? So, you know, take it how it resonates, whether, you know, they really did learn their lesson or not. A Virgo. Once again, this person wants you to think that they learned their lessons. But there's also a group of people here, find kettle of fish in the wintertime. And you know what? You just accepted it is what it is, but these people were trying to rob you and take your money too. Rags to riches is in the reverse. There's a group of people here that's going to end up in poverty because you're leveling up. And this is the calm before the storm for them, and they don't see this coming. There's something significant about Sunday. And a Leo. You took back control, or you're gaining control, but someone's being stubborn and they just don't want it. They just refuse to let something go. They just will not leave it alone. So there's a group of people that had something to gain from you as well. And it could even be your sibling or a family member that is connected, or someone that you viewed as a sister or a brother. They don't have to be blood related to you, but these are people who you thought were your family, your friends, and they were not. Z could be significant. It could even be a mother-daughter situation, you know? Q, aunts, uncle, A. I just heard Zack attack, Saved by the Bell could be significant. Something is going to happen. Something needed to happen in the nick of time, and something's going to happen in the nick of time. O. V. W. H. U. 1, 2, 3 more. Y. P. Yup. And E. And to 23, 31. So 23 to 31 could be significant. 6, 6. Someone could be 66. 4, 4. So someone could also be 44 to 66. That could be significant. 6, 2, 1, 5. So 51. I don't want to say 15 to 65, but that could be significant. So 51 to 65 could be significant as well. Or the other way around, 15 to 65, whatever the case. And for some of you, there's an age difference. So whatever the age difference would be between, God, that's a hell of an age difference. I don't even know about that one, but, or it could just be those numbers that are significant, you know, however it relates to you. I hope this helps. Have a good day.